Hello, hello.
Hola Karim, buenas tardes, buenos días todavía, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, buen día. Bien, ¿y tú?
También muy bien, muchas gracias por preguntar. Súper, muy bien. Bueno, te comento, esta entrevista por cuestiones de calidad y exclusivo de la empresa va a ser grabada, ¿no tienes comentarios al respecto?
No, gracias.
Muy bien, un segundito en lo que inicia.
Ujú.
Perfecto. Te comento, vamos a hacer unas cuantas preguntas, algunas son un poco similares a las que tuvimos por WhatsApp, sin embargo son mucho más a detalle para poder identificar mejor tu perfil. Antes de iniciar, me gustaría saber si te surgió alguna duda acerca de la vacante, la propuesta, la oferta, lo que sea, algo por el estilo que te haya surgido.
Ok, pues no, hasta el momento entiendo que es de servicio al cliente.
Ujú.
Bueno, aquí dice Customer Support Representative, HZ. Ok, ¿qué sería el HZ? ¿Es la empresa?
Es un código nuestro. Bueno, como te comentaba los detalles, la vacante tal cual es para llamadas de una campaña que maneja Customer Service de empresas que brindan servicios de calefacción, aire acondicionado, fontanería, limpieza, desagüe y alcantarillado. A fin de cuentas, el puesto tiene una meta de agendar visitas técnicas, que son básicamente los técnicos ¿cómo se llama? Que vayan a las casas a ver cuánto sale la reparación del problema que llegan a tener, de cualquiera de esos que te acabo de decir, ¿no? Entonces, es Customer Service y también es agendar las citas. Las citas básicamente tienen un costo de $99, como te comentaba, y no sé si recuerdas que te comentaba que vamos a tener al final de la entrevista un roleplay al respecto.
Ok. Y
Y bueno,
entonces, no es la paga no es por comisión, sino que es un sueldo base, ¿verdad?
es correcto, 14,100 pesos mensuales antes de impuestos. Como te comentaba, tenemos todos los beneficios de ley. Después del tercer mes se tiene acceso a un seguro de gastos médicos mayores en particular y ofertamos 1,000 pesos mensuales en vales de despensa.
Ok.
Ujú. Si estamos bien al respecto, ¿tienes alguna duda?
Entonces, ¿hay un requerimiento de una mínima cantidad de citas que se tengan que agendar o no hay?
Si es un porcentaje, ahorita si quieres te lo averiguo cuánto es exactamente, si hay una métrica tal cual que se rige de ello. Ujú,
Ok,
ujú.
ok, porque,
Algo-
bueno, eso no sé si sea entonces así como ventas,
No son
¿verdad?
ventas tal cual, es digamos como agendar los appointments. No se vende porque básicamente quien va y da los, o sea, nosotros nada más decimos de que se da el precio del appointment para que vayan y ya el técnico es quien hace tal cual como la revisión y hace el estimado y es quien ya hace la reparación y es la venta, pero sí se agenda. Eso sí es importante. Entonces, no sé cómo te sientas tú al respecto, Karim.
Ah, ok, es que pues yo sí he intentado hacer tipo como venta
Ujú,
antes y de hecho agendar citas para reparaciones también.
ujú.
Este, pero sí descubrí que no se me daba.
No es lo tuyo. Ok.
Ajá. Entonces, de hecho, por eso yo también estaba preguntándote si la vacante anterior que por la que yo estaba participando anteriormente todavía estaba disponible porque sí veía como que podía ser más afín a eso.
Mm.
Ahorita nada más esta es la única vacante que tienen.
Sí, es la única. Te comentaba que la otra, la de Electric Estimator, esa ya tiene bastante tiempo que se cerró. Es mejor esperarnos a que se reabra.
Ay, perdón, se te cortó.
Ah, que sí, que te comentaba que esa vacante que teníamos ya tiene tiempo que ya inició y no se ha reabierto. O sea, no
Ah, ok.
han salido vacantes de esa. Entonces, no sé si prefieres esperarnos a que se reabra esta.
Pues sí. ¿Tienen otras?
No,
Además,
esta es la única por el momento.
pero usualmente sí les llegan otras.
Sí, suelen llegar, pero esa es la que tenemos por el momento.
Ah, ok. Pues bueno, es que entonces no sé si pudiera tomar la vacante ahorita y ver después si hubiera otra.
Esa, Karim, te voy a ser muy sincera, ya una vez estando dentro, vacantes de mismo nivel, tipo Customer Service, sí es muy difícil o muy raro que se hagan transferencias internas de una a otra. Se tienen que cumplir muchos criterios en específico, que el cliente lo permita, también unas situaciones ahí con recursos humanos, operaciones, toda esa situación, entonces no es tan sencillo. Si buscamos como otro tipo de vacante, que es del mismo nivel, digamos, Customer Service, sí te aconsejaría mejor esperarnos. Ujú.
Ok.
Ujú. Muy bien.
Bueno, pues
¿Alguna?
de
Dime.
todas formas creo que pues entonces sí me interesaría.
Entonces, ¿sí te gustaría continuar con el proceso?
Pues sí.
Muy bien. Entonces, ¿alguna otra pregunta que tengas?
No, pues vendría siendo desde casa y nada más me mencionaste que tendría que ir un día a las instalaciones. ¿Eso sería para qué?
Sí, es correcto. Esta vacante nos permite ir el primer día para que es firmar contrato, y recoger equipo. Después se puede venir ir a casa siempre y cuando tengamos buen performance, buen internet y el cliente así lo permita. Cualquiera de esas tres que falle, entonces nos regresarían a las instalaciones.
Ok,
Ujú.
está bien.
Muy bien. ¿Alguna otra pregunta, Karim?
No.
Ok, muy bien. Entonces, si no hay preguntas, pasamos a inglés e iniciamos con la entrevista. So, hi Karim, thanks for connecting on time. I really appreciate it. My name is Wendy, part of the recruitment team here at Helpware. Can you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Yes, thank you. So, my name is Karim. I am 31 years old. I am in Guadalajara, Mexico. Um, and I have experience doing this and being a phone agent. Um, and so I have done customer service in the past, quite a few.
Okay, for how long have you been working in customer service?
That would be like 3 years overall.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Besides customer service, do you have any other kind of experience?
Yeah, I was also a telephone interpreter
Okay,
for several years.
thank you so much. And in that experience in call centers, has been only customer service, has been tech support, sales, retention, collection. What has been that about?
Um, yeah, so in terms of customer services, it has been about um, mainly manipulating accounts, like making money adjustments on the accounts, and also like activating them and deactivating them and changing information around. But like I mentioned, I have also done sales. I have tried to do that, but I found that it was not for me. So I have not that much experience doing that. But
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. But so that's what I have done.
Okay, thank you so much. And now, may I ask you, what do you like about working in customer service?
Well, I've been able to do it from home, which is very convenient for me. uh, because of my situation, it's hard to move around, and also it is something I can do easily. I mean, I can just receive training and get going right away, and it usually uses English, or you can easily find a position like this which uses English, and I have that, so that's why they've hired me before, because I have English.
Okay, understandable. And may I ask you now, what do you find most challenging about working in customer service?
Challenging?
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably the variety of people that you encounter, and really the very different scenarios they come up with, and like different situations they're in, and just like different people, and so you have to adapt to whatever the person is going through, so that you can actually relate and understand them. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. And what do you consider to be the top three most important skills when providing customer service?
Patience, I would say. uh, Tolerance, probably, to frustration, and yeah, to challenges, and also probably willingness to come up with a resolution, which is usually what is needed.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, you tell me that you had some experience like doing appointment setting, right? For how long do you work in that area?
It was very short, like 2 months or so,
Okay.
because it was commissions based, and it was cold calling. So they would
Okay.
literally just generate a number on screen to dial, and
Mhm.
sorry, it would dial, and you would have to just pretty much start offering the appointment to a stranger. So it was
Mm.
extremely difficult. I could never do it, and I mean, I was not making any money, so I had to make the urgent decision pretty much to stop doing that and find something different.
Understandable. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, for this you don't have to worry. This is not outbound calls. It's actually inbound calls. It's people that are really looking for like help.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much. And I ask you right there, what techniques do you find most effective when trying to overcome objections? Can you please give me an example?
What techniques? Well, as a company team player, you would have to really just let the customer know that you are for real. You have the tools which are necessary to do whatever is required, or how to forward the issue accordingly. And so I would say that builds trust with the customer, because they usually call in very frustrated that a problem has not been resolved. Um, and so that would calm them down, or at least as a customer myself, that's what calms me down, to know that they will definitely do something about it and not just ignore me. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and so just try to do it as fast as possible, because also if it's something they're calling about, it is because it has to be resolved
Mm-hmm.
immediately. And so, well, as soon as possible, as close to immediately as possible, I would say.
Okay, sounds great. And how has your performance been measured in the past? I mean, what were the KPIs or metrics that you had in your previous jobs?
I remember they would evaluate like that we were using specific, uh, like a specific script, which was a little bit
Okay.
of a problem for me because I don't necessarily think that it was very effective. And so I would kind of use my own. Um, and they had a way of measuring whether the same customer had called in again within the following 3 months or 1 month or something like that. Which meant if they called back, it meant that you did not resolve the issue, and so they would mark you down for that, which I think was a little unfair, to be honest. And they would also measure how long we were on the call. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so that was, uh, you know, stressful, maybe. It was understandable why they were doing that, but it was stressful because it's not really possible to tell how long you're gonna last on a call.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understandable. And what is the average volume of calls that you think it's appropriate to handle in one day in order to maintain great quality service?
How many calls? Around 35,
Okay,
probably.
thank you so much. And what motivates you to do great at your job?
Um, well, if it is something stable, if it is a stable relationship with an employer, it motivates me to also be and retain the job. So it's likely that I will stick to it, and try to do it right.
Okay, sounds great. And can you please give me an example of a time when you had to convince a customer to do something they were unfamiliar with? How did you handle the situation and what steps do you take?
Well, you kind of have to hold their hand and explain to them why it is necessary to do it, and pretty much give them the instructions step by step of what to do. Uh, but yes, like pretty much explain to them that it is necessary.
Okay. And can you please describe a time when a new system or technology was implemented at work that was a major change from the old way of doing things? How do you approach that change?
Um, well, while attending one position, there's never been like big changes on how we do things. But every single new job I've had has been a change, because I use brand new, different applications or software, and it's a different field, different industry. And so we approach things differently, and I've done things differently. So I've had to adapt to doing different things. Uh,
Okay. So,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
It's mainly been office positions, so really it's been about using a computer,
Mm.
the internet, doing internet searches, managing digital files, and like all computer so far. But overall, I would say this has given me an idea of how a business operates in general, or how an office operates on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you. And now I'm going to ask you some questions regarding availability. May I ask you if you have any important activity in the following 6 months? They're request you to have like any kind of time off or special permission. Can be doctor's appointments, surgeries, trips, vacations you have planned, classes you plan to take, something like that in the following 6 months.
Well, I know the Christmas or the December holidays are coming,
Mm-hmm.
so I would expect to have that day off. I don't know whether that's weekend.
Okay. Thank you so much. That
So,
depends a lot of the campaign, but we can check that, no problem. And may I ask you, Karim, if you have any kind of schedule restriction?
no.
Okay, thank you. Are you available for night shifts, shifting schedules, weekends, or holidays if needed?
Um, well, I would be able to do either Monday through Friday or weekend. But I would not be interested in doing like a Monday through Saturday. Um, you know what I mean?
Uh, Terrible. Just need to have like more like detail, so you can only work Monday to Friday.
Or the weekend. But I would not be interested in working the entire week. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. No, not problem. No, actually, with the information that I just said you, it says like it is 40 hours a week, which is basically 5 days of work, one off, 8 hours of work, one of lunch, and you have 2 days off. The 2 days off are the ones that I cannot assure you what this will be because that depends on what's available once we are approved. But yeah, it's 2 days off always.
Okay.
What I cannot assure you is what are gonna be those days. Are you okay with that? You don't have any inconvenience with having to work like on weekends, for example?
Well, no, I guess as long as there's 2 days off.
Okay. And what about holidays and night shifts?
Um, I am not looking for a night shift
Okay.
either. No.
Thank you. And what about holidays? Working on holidays, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. And well, we're speaking that for this particular position, trains actually the first day is actually to be at the office. After the first day, we can go working from home as long as we have good performance, good internet, and of course, as long as the client allows us. May I ask you, do you have a quite distraction-free space to work at home?
A quiet space?
A quite distraction-free space.
Well, right now I am in the space I would work.
Oh, okay. Sounds nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that since working from home is based on performance, this will be removed if we have low performance. Are you okay with this?
Okay, and performance would be related to what?
Metrics.
Okay, and those metrics are like the ones I just mentioned? Or are
Yeah,
they other ones?
basically.
Okay, like
What the comes.
how long you are on a call and how many
Yeah, how
appointments
many
you
calls and
schedule?
appointments. Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Okay, okay. And how long is the training?
Training is 3 weeks long.
Okay, and so those 3 weeks are paid equally?
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
Mhm.
great.
So are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, and may I ask you what is your highest level of education?
Yeah, I finished a master's degree.
Okay, sounds great. What do you study?
Music.
Okay, sounds great. And what made you interested in applying for this position?
Um, well, like I've mentioned, I already have experience doing a lot of this. Um, and well, I have been applying to various companies, and this actually seems like a well put together company, right? Helpware, because there's many other ones which are like independent or direct. but you are like a staffing agency, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, a little better because then you also handle all of the benefits, law benefits, and all that,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, so that's better.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
so once I'm hired, for how long would I be hired? Or how long is the campaign gonna last?
Uh, there's like indeterminate. We start with trial period, which is 3 months. After the 3 months, we continue with signing for indefinite contract. We keep all the tenure and all the benefits since day one, the law benefits since day one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, those were the questions that I have for you, Karen. Thank you for answering those. We can go back to Spanish, okay?
Okay.
Perfecto, muy bien. Muchas gracias por contestar las preguntitas. Vamos a continuar con tu proceso. El siguiente paso será enviar entrevista que acabamos de tener junto con tu currículum y evaluaciones y aprobación del cliente. Esto me toma regularmente de 1 a 2 business days. Entonces, hoy es miércoles, pasó por mañana jueves, máximo viernes, ya tenerte respuesta de este proceso en particular. Y no te preocupes, cualquiera sea el outcome, te dejo saber. De igual forma, si máximo el viernes yo no te tengo una respuesta, te mando un mensaje de WhatsApp para dejarte saber en qué parte del proceso vamos. Entonces, básicamente esa es la información que yo necesito, Karim, de tu, de la entrevista. No sé si tú tengas alguna pregunta para mí en este momento.
Ok, entonces ahorita ya no necesito hacer nada más.
No, porque ya realizaste las evaluaciones.
Ok.
Entonces, básicamente eso sería todo por el momento. No sé si tengas alguna pregunta en general.
No.
Ok, va que va. Entonces lo hacemos así. De igual forma, si de aquí a que tengamos feedback te surge alguna duda, mándame un mensajito de WhatsApp y con todo gusto te respondo en cuanto esté disponible. ¿Te parece?
Ok, sí está bien.
Perfecto, que tengas bonita tarde. Hasta
Ok,
luego.
igualmente, bye.